the challenge we're having today is that we are not patient enough to know people. We rush to start relationships, so we are not able to assess and ascertain the things that we need to know and work on. You see, there's no Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect, or there's no perfect gentleman or lady.
You see, a lot of people go into relationships saying that, okay, well, my previous guy or lady wasn't perfect. I'm looking for the right man or the right woman. I'm looking for that perfect man or that perfect lady.
Well, it's unfortunate people go through such experiences. But for anyone listening to us, my advice is this: if you've been through such an experience, you've had an experience where a relationship didn't work, what will help you is, one, spend some time off relationship to heal, because you've gone through an emotional trauma or pain, and that pain needs to go, and you need to heal psychologically. You need to be emotionally fit again to venture into a relationship. So you need time to heal and to work on yourself. Two, you don't need to go into your next relationship anticipating to get someone much better than your previous partner. You see, and that's one of the challenges, because when you have that mindset, then means you are going into that relationship with high expectations which are likely not to be met. So the chain might continue, or the cycle continues, where you are expecting a perfect person. So what you should do is spend some time to get better emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, be fit, and then while you are waiting during that period, use it as a time to learn, use it as a time to study, use it as a time to have reflection. What didn't work in the previous relationship? What did you also contribute to making that relationship not work? Because obviously, even if the partner you broke up with or you once worked with contributed much, or let's say 90% of the issue, the challenge to what led to your breakup, there's always a small percentage you contributed, and you must be faithful to yourself to admit that that is where you went wrong, and you must make amends.
You shouldn't be apportioning blames. Okay, well, he was the cause or she was the cause of a chunk of the problems in the relationship. You should be able to come to the terms with the fact that you played a part. There was something you could have done that you didn't do.
You see, the thing is this: blaming your partner, even if he or she was the one who executed 99% of the issues or the problem,
There could be 1%.
there could be 1%. My advice is this: we always say that we learn from history, but I doubt we really do. And there's a saying that experience is the best teacher, and I don't ascribe to that school of thought. What experience does for us is that it guides us to learn from our mistakes in the past. The past will always be in the past, but people are living in the present with their past. The reason is this: they've not learned lessons.
Okay. So they are
repeating the mistakes of the past, and they are living in the pain of the past. You must make peace with your past. You must learn to move on. If you don't live life that way, you will live a very miserable and hurt person, because life is full of issues, and there are things that you can't do anything about. They will happen. When they happen, life must go on. So if you have a good perspective about life, it is one of the things you should do for yourself as a human being, to be able to move on. Yeah. So I want to advise quickly: if you've been in a relationship that didn't work, my advice is this: spend some time to get better. Don't just rush into another relationship in the hope that you will get better. You see, the funny thing is that, and this was happening in most of our institutions, especially at church.
I ran into another guy or lady hoping that I'm going to get comfort from him or her.
You are most likely to repeat the mistakes of and you see, the reason why you are most likely to repeat is because you are going into this relationship with the expectation that this person who you've not taken time to study or know is much better than the previous one, and might even be worse.
Wow.
You see, and people rush also because they feel it's a way of cooling off, or kind of getting back at the previous relationship, as a way of kind of showing that after all there's something to comfort me. But you see, when you rush that way, you make more mistakes. especially those who commit themselves in ways that they shouldn't commit, particularly in the area of sex.
Yeah.
So if it's a previous relationship that didn't work and you were sexually committed to this other partner, you are most likely to repeat that cycle with this one too. Yeah. So viewers should take notice of this.
To make sure that you get time to heal, break out of the hurts of the past. You know, you learn from the past, but you don't stay in the past. We're going to go for a quick commercial break. When you come, it's going to share with us something of interest to you. Don't miss it.